Hello everyone, this is Harsh and today we are going to learn what is data type and what are the data type available in Python. So without wasting time, let's get started. First we will see what is data type. What is data type? A data type represents the type of data stored into a variable or memory. The data types which are already available in Python language are called built-in data type. The data types which can be created by programmers are called user-defined data types. There are 5 types of built-in data type in Python, which are none types, numeric types, sequences, sets, and mappings. What is none type? In Python, the none type data type represents an object that does not contain any value. To represent such an object, we use null in language like C# or Java. But in Python, we store none to represents an empty object and its data type is considered as none type. One of the uses of none is that it is used inside the function as default value of the argument. When calling the function, if no value is passed, then default value will be taken as none. Now let's see how to define none type. I will assign none and we want to check if it is none type or not. So for checking the data type, we have one method called type. So I will print that. I will print the data type of x. So I will use type method and then variable name. Let's save and see the result. See, this is none type. This is how we can check the data type of any variable. As we have assigned none to x, so the data type of x is none type. What is numeric type? The numeric types represent numbers. There are 3 subtypes of numeric types, which are int, float, and complex. The int data type represents an integer. An integer number is a number without any decimal point or fraction part. If you see a equal to 10, so 10 is an integer number, right? So if we want to check the type of a, it will show the integer. Let's save and run. See, type of a is int. If we have any decimal point to the integer number, then it will be a float type. Add some decimal point here, like 50 I will add. And now let's see the type of this a variable. See, it is float type, right? If we have any decimal point to the integer number, then it is type of float. What is complex data type? A complex number is a number that is written in the form of a plus bj. Okay, where a represents the real part of the number and b represents the imaginary part of the number. Let's create one variable which is complex type. I will say c equal to a plus, now I will say 20 and j, and let's see the type of C. Save it, run it. It is of type complex, right? Here 10 is an integer number and this is a real part of the complex data type. And this 20 is the imaginary part of this complex number. We also have Boolean data type in the Python, which represents Boolean value like true or false. Python internally represents true as 1 and false as 0. A blank string is also represented as false. Now we will see how to define the Boolean data type. So here I will say like Boolean, for Boolean we will have true or false. So I will say is even. Okay. So here either we will have true or false. So we will assign true. And now if we see the type of is even, then it will return. Let's save. See, class is Boolean. If we assign false, then also it will return Boolean. Right. This is how we can define the Boolean data type in the Python. Now let's see what is sequences in Python. A sequence represents a group of elements. Like a group of integer number will form a sequence. There are 6 types of sequence in Python, which are str, bytes, byte array, list, tuple, and range. Str data type is nothing but our string. So how to define string variable? To assign any string, we have to use double quote or single quote. So here I will say Python tutorial. Okay. Now if we want to see the data type of this variable, we can use the type method and we can see the type. It is of type str, right? This is how we can define it. And also we can use single quote. This is also a string data type. Let's see, this is a string data type. And there is another way of assigning string data type. We can also use triple single quote. Why we are using triple single quote? If we want to add string in multiple line, like now if we write welcome, this will also store in S. Let's see, I will print the value of S. Okay, now let's save and run it. See, this is stored in S only, right? This is how we can initialize any string with multiple line. What is bytes data type? The bytes data type represent a group of byte number just like an array does. A byte number is a positive integer from 0 to 255. Bytes array can store numbers in the range from 0 to 255 and it can't even store negative number. Now let's create a variable of type bytes. So I will say b equal to, we will use square bracket and here we will specify the number. And it should be between 0 to 255, right? If we want to, okay, first we'll see the data type of this. This is of type, let's see first, here we have to use b. Let's run. This is of type list, right? So how to make it byte? To make the list as byte, we have to use byte method, bytes, and then if we say b, then what it will do? It will convert the list to byte. Now we will check this type. Now let's save and run. It is of type bytes. This is how, if we want to create the byte data type, we have to first make the list and then convert it to bytes. Now let's try to store value which is greater than 255. Now save it and run it. We are getting the error, right? Even if we want to store any negative value, then also we will get the error. Let's see, we are getting the error. Okay. If we want to modify any value of bytes data type, then we will get an error. Now let's see, I want to change the first value of this byte. So I will assign like this. Now let's run. We are getting the error because we can't modify or edit any element in bytes type. What is byte array data type? The byte array data type is similar to bytes data type. The difference is that the bytes type can't be modified, but the byte array type can be modified. It means any element or all the element of byte array type can be modified. To create a byte array type, we can use function byte array. Now I want to create the byte array type. Byte arr, I will say like this, and I will use the method byte array. And then I will pass this list b. Okay, and now let's see the type of this variable. Save it, run it. Okay, we have to remove this because we can't modify the bytes. Let's save it and then run it. This is of type byte array. Here we can modify the value of byte array. Let's try. Equal to first element of byte array 0 equal to 20. Now let's save and run. We are not getting any error, right? So we can modify byte array data type, but we can't modify byte data type. What is list? List is similar to array in C# or Java. A list represents a group of elements. The main difference between list and an array is that list can store different type of element, but an array can store only one type of element. List can grow dynamically in memory, but size of array is fixed and they can't grow at runtime. Lists are represented using square bracket, and the elements are written in square bracket separated by comma. This is how we can define the list. Here we are using square bracket and we have comma separated for each element of the list. Let's add some other list where I will store different type of value, like this is integer type. Now I will add string type. We can also add float type like this. And now we will see the type of this L. Save it, run it. It is of type list. And here we can store any kind of value. And if we want to print the value of list, we can use again the print method and L, and then save and run. We can see the value. What is tuple data type? A tuple is similar to list. A tuple contains group of elements which can be different type. The element in tuple are separated by comma and enclosed in parentheses. Let's see how to define a tuple. T, and then inside the parenthesis we can have the value. Like this we can define the tuple. We can modify the value of list, but we can't modify the value of tuple. First see the type of T. Okay. And see the value also, T and then T. Okay. Now let's run and see. This is of type tuple and value is 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I will update the value of first element of list. L equal to, I will say, 12.5. Okay. And also I will try to update the value of T. T 0 equal to 3. Let's save and run. Here in case of list we are not getting any error, but we are getting error while modifying the tuple value, right? So we can't modify tuple, but we can modify the list. Okay. What is range data type? The range data type represents a sequence of numbers. The numbers in the range are not modifiable. We can't modify the numbers in the range. Range is used for repeating a for loop for a specific number of time. To create a range of number, we simply use the range method. Let's create a range data type R equal to range, and then I will say 10. So here R will contain 1 to 10. Let's see the data type of R. Save it. I will remove this line because it will throw the error. Save it and run it. This is of type range, right? Now I want to print the value of range. Can we print like this? Let's see what it is printing. It is printing range from 0 to 10, but it is not printing the actual value like 1, 2. So how to print it? Here we will use for loop. We will see for loop in detail in later video. For now I will use for I and then in R and print the value of I. Okay. Like this we can write. Means whatever value in the R, take it in I and then print it. Now I will save it and let's run it. It is printing, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Means if we define any range type like this, range 10, then it will take value from 0 to 9. I don't want to store it like 0 to 9. I want to from 2 to 10. So I will do like this. I will separate with comma. Means it will start from 2 and then it will go till 9. Let's save and run and see the result. It started from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Now what I want to do here, I want to increase the value by 2 or 3, whatever we want. So we can do 2. So what it will do, it will first print 2, then it will print 4, like that it will print. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8. Right. This is how we can use the range data type. We also have the sets data type. A set is an unordered collection of elements, much like a set of mathematics. The order of element is not mentioned in the set. It means the element may not appear in the same order as they are entered into the set. A set does not accept duplicate element. How to define the set data type? To define the set data type, we have to use curly braces. Here we can specify the value like this. It should be separated by comma, right? And if we print the value, it will print the value and we will also see the type of this variable, right? This is set data type and the value are printed here. Now let's repeat some value and see if it is stored or not. I will repeat 3 as well. I will repeat 2 and I will save it and then I will done it. See, we are not getting the duplicated value like 4, 3, 2. Only we have unique value like 1, 2, 3, 4. We can also create the set using the set method. Like if we want to make this list as set. So what we can do? We can do set and then where is the list? L. So L. Now I will assign some value like y equal to set L. And now if we see the type of this, then it will be of type set. Okay, let's see. It is of type set, right? In the same way, if we want to convert a string to set, that we can also do. Here we have one string data type which is s. Change this to s. And now let's save and run. It is of type set. We can print it. Value of the string. What it will do? It will make an array of character. See, array of character, right? And if you see, here we have Python tutorial, but it is not started from P, right? As I told, it will not store the value in the same order as it is entered. Okay, we can modify the value of set. As the sets are unordered, we can't retrieve the element using indexing operation. Like if we want to access first element using this, then it will throw the error, right? We can't access because it is unordered. Means whatever order we are inserting, it will not store in the same order. We can update the set using update method, and we can remove the item from set using remove method. Let's first see the sets value. If we want to add any element to the sets, we can use update method. Now I will add some value to the set using update method. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now let's print it again, and it should be in square bracket. Now let's run and see. 1, 2, 3 are added, right? This is how we can update our set. If we want to remove some value, we can use remove method. Now I want to remove method, and I want to remove 3 from this set. Now 3 should not be there in the set, right? Let's run. This should be removed. Let's run. What is the issue here? Okay, I have removed this one. I want to remove this I from the list, so I will say I here, and let's run and see. We don't have I here, right? This is how we can remove using remove method, and using update method we can update our set. We have another type of set which is frozenset. It is similar to set data type. The main difference is that element in the set data type can be modified, whereas element of frozenset can't be modified. We can create frozenset by passing a set to the frozenset method. How to create it? Using frozenset function, and here we will pass y. This is now frozenset. Now if we see the type of this, then it should be, I will say z equal to frozenset y. Okay, I will print this. Let's see. This is frozenset, right? This frozenset we can't modify using update or remove method. We can also create the frozenset using the string, like we have the one string value. So like this also we can create the frozenset. Let's print the value using print method, and then z, save, run. See, this is our frozenset, right? We also have mapping data type in Python. What is it? A map represents a group of elements in the form of key value pair, so that when the key is given, we can retrieve the value associated with it. A dict data type is an example for a map. The dict represents a dictionary that contains pairs of elements such that the first element represents the key, the next one becomes its value. The key and its value should be separated by colon, and every pair should be separated by a comma. All the elements should be enclosed inside curly braces. Now let's create a mapping type data. How to create it? I will say m equal to, then inside the curly braces there will be key. I will say name, and then name will be string name, and then what is the name? Hers. And in the same way we will say address something. And now if we see the type of m, then it will return dict type m. Okay, now let's run. This is of type dict, right? This is how we can create mapping data type. And now I want to access this name. So how to print that name? We can use the key of the value here m, and then here I will pass this key. Okay, Now let's see. Now we can see Hershey, right? This is how we can access value from the map data type. Now I want to only print the key of this dict type. Like we want only name and the address. How to print that? We will use m dot keys. Okay. In the same way we have values. What it will do? It will print the value of this like hers and something. Now I will save and we'll see the result. This should be method. See, we have the key, name and address, value, hers and something. This is how we can access only key or access only values of our map data type. If we want to delete any key from the map data type, we can use del. Del and then m, and I want name to delete, or I want address to delete. So what it will do? It will delete the address from the map. Okay, and now I will print m. Save it, run it. See, we don't have address here, right? Only name is there in the map. I hope you learn what is the data type in Python and what are the data type available in the Python. You will find the quiz related to this video in my community post. Try to play the quiz. If you have any doubt or question, write a comment. If you found this video helpful, let's share with your friends.